is Olga, IB Masters Learning Center at IBMasters.com, and today we're going to look at the fourth question from the Digital SAT Test 2, Module 1 is from the Bluebook app. Number 4 reads, as used in the text, the word endure most nearly means. So there's a number of different things you want to keep in mind when you see most nearly means. It is a vocabulary and context question. First thing, you want to ignore any meaning of the word that you're familiar with, because what they love to do is they'll give you a common word, but then the correct answer that fits a context is going to be a word that you're not familiar with. So it's not a question of do you know what the word endure means, it's a question of do you know what it means in this particular context. Second thing, you could read without the word and think of your own word that would fit in place, and then look for a match in the answer choices. And then you could also put each answer choice in place of the original word. Sometimes there's going to be a synonym before or after the word, especially if it's parallel to the word in question. So let's tackle it. The word endure most nearly means, I'm going to read the paragraph. Following text is adapted from Oscar Wilde's 1895 play, The Importance of Being Earnest. Earnest meaning sincere, truthful, saying what you mean, meaning what you say. So CECILY says, have we got to part? And you might be thinking, part, are they parting their hair? What are they talking about, part? ALGERNON, I'm afraid so. It is a very painful parting. So it sounds like they have to go their separate ways. Part in this context is relating to the word apart, related to the word apart. And CECILY says, it is always painful to part from people whom one has known for a very brief space of time. The absence of old friends one can blank with equanimity. Equanimity means like you're cool, composed. You're not like, oh, I'm not going to see you. But even a mandatory separation from anyone to whom one has just been introduced is almost unbearable. So this person is saying, CECILY is saying, it's harder when you haven't known the person for very long to go your separate ways. So let's think of our own word. The absence of old friends, you could say, put up with equanimity. You could put up with it and then still stay cool. So we would look for a match there, and I already have my eye on an answer choice. We could also put each answer choice in place of the original word. The absence of old friends, one can regret with equanimity. That doesn't really match what we're predicting. The absence of old friends, one can persist with equanimity. Like, what exactly does that mean? If you're persisting with absence, like, do you keep not seeing someone? Tolerate looks like a good fit. Tolerate means to deal with, to put up with. It's something that you don't want, but you have to deal with. The absence of old friends, one can tolerate with equanimity. And then the absence of old friends, one can encourage with equanimity. No one's encouraging old friends to be absent here. Correct answer here is tolerate, deal with, put up with. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You can share it with someone who has difficulty with vocabulary and context questions. Is there any question you'd like to answer from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT? Leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. Click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Check out that 1-minute video on TikTok. Have a great day.